So as you know, Marvel Spider-Man 2 has added a ton of new suits that weren't previously in Marvel Spider-Man Remastered, but then again, most of the suits that were Marvel Spider-Man Remastered weren't actually added to Marvel Spider-Man 2. But what if we could combine the best of both worlds? And in this video, that is exactly what we're doing, because I added over 44 Marvel Spider-Man 2 suits and suit styles over to Marvel Spider-Man Remastered, and we are starting right here with the best suit in the game. 100% it is the new Advanced Suit 2.0. Okay, this one looks fantastic, and everything's linked to the description, so if you've got Marvel Spider-Man Remastered, you can, use these mods yourself. They've been ported from the PS5 version, and they've been ported very meticulously. As you can see by the details, there are no details missed here, which is just absolutely phenomenal to see how good this looks. So this suit is so good just because it's actually red. It's actually a good shade of red, and the blue is also nice as well. And the boots and everything is incredibly accurate. You've got the back logo. I mean, it's exactly what the Advanced Suit 2.0 looks like in the other game, but now it's in the first. And then, we've actually got a different suit style, funnily enough. This wasn't in the game, but this is like a negative sort of suit style. So it's just like black and gray, which is kind of interesting. And that's the other thing you should keep in mind. There's a lot of different suit styles in here as well that are kind of a bit more original, not exactly ported. So if you want something different as well to spice it up, well, then there you go. Then we have the red and black, which is also the best variant, 100%, like for any suit in this game, I think. It's just so good looking, right? Like, it's such a good combo. It looks so good. And then, of course, the classic good old Webman. I mean, you know what the Webman thing is, right? Oh, man. Alright. Now, we've got the black suit here. The Symbiote suit, arguably one of the more interesting adaptations, because it's actually different to what we're really used to. It's got like all these fleshy bits and like armored bits. It looks very, very cool, but it keeps that classic logo there, and the lenses too. And I think it definitely is one of the better ones. And yeah, that is Marvel Spider-Man Remastered, in case you're wondering. And then, you look at the back, it just looks great, right? Then we go to the anti-Venom suit style. So we've even got the new suit styles from, the New Game Plus update as well. So we've got the anti-Venom suit style, which looks really, really good, actually. Probably my favorite suit style for this suit, and probably what anti-Venom should have looked like in general, I feel like, maybe, because I'm not too big of a fan of the other one. Like, it's growing on me a lot, but I think this one is very, very cool. Maybe just like change the lenses on this. If you swap the lenses around, maybe that would work decently. Then you've got like the red logo version of this, which is a reference to the very first design of the Symbiote suit that we have seen when it was, sold off to Marvel, because they actually bought it, because it was, I think it was like I was like a fan or something that designed it. Then we've got the black suit with like red fleshy bits on it, which, again, this is kind of cool, but it's also kind of gross, right? Because it just looks like exposed muscle. It makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable, but at the same time, it's kind of cool, I guess. Right? Like, definitely let me know your thoughts on here. And if you're new to the channel, man, subscribe, because we've probably got a PlayStation showcase coming up with some of the spiciest content, probably Marvel's Wolverine, maybe some stuff to do with like Marvel Spider-Man 2 DLC, and I'm going to be covering it all here. Now we've got the Symbiote suit, of course, very, very interesting version of, a possessed Spider-Man. It's kind of like they took a bit of inspiration from Spectacular with how the suit changes, but in my opinion, I feel like the suit's just a bit too veiny, a bit too veiny, but I still like the emblem and the lenses, right? Then we've got the inverted version of it, which actually, maybe anti-Venom should have just looked like this, I think. Yeah, the anti-Venom should have just looked like this. Just exactly like this. Just a simple little inverted color change. But then people probably called it lazy, so maybe it's better that they didn't go down that route. But as you can see, it looks fantastic here, and absolutely love that design. I'm just flying through this because we have a ton of suits, man. A ton of suit styles. So, Then we've got the pure kind of Carnage red sort of, anti-Venom, not anti-Venom, Symbiote Surge, which does look quite nice, right? I think that this is such a cool color and a pretty cool nod to, Carnage, definitely. Then we've got the red emblem version as well, which, you know, it's the same as the Symbiote one. It's just a reference with the red logo. Pretty cool. And then, of course, something that you can do in this game that you can't do in Marvel Spider-Man 2 is you can play as Agent Venom. And there are 2 versions of this. I chose to install the one with the logo because he just straight up steals that from Spider-Man. It is pretty cool seeing how the symbiote actually like gives Harry like a ton of armor because he's human under all that, and then Peter gets like a little bit of armor with some exposed bits. But it is quite cool how it can mimic all these like straps and things when it's just a pure symbiote. I think that's a very, very cool thing when it comes to this suit, and you've got all of these things in detail that you can actually kind of look at here. It's a pretty cool suit, and look at all those abs, man. It is very, very cool though, like 100%. I like it a lot. Then we've got a different version of, you know, Symbiote Search, so this is a different port as well. So I've included ports from almost everybody, right, because they all look fantastic, right? Then you've got, so this is actually Reza's port here. Then you've got like a cartoon version, so this is stuff you've never seen before, like you haven't had this in, you know, Marvel Spider-Man 2, right, like a cel-shaded version. And then we've even got like a Ultimate Spider-Man-esque like purple symbiote surge as well, which is quite cool, right? Like this looks very, very nice too. And then we've even got like the regular version as well, which I think Reza did such a fantastic job on porting these and making them look as nice as they are. Then we've actually got something that is so cool, man. So this is damaged anti-Venom, right? Like, so he's just damaged, right? He looks very, very cool here. I really like the exposed mouth there, and then the damaged bits where the logo is. I think this is such a cool thing that Reza did. And I had no idea up until now that this was a thing here, right? Like, I absolutely love that. I wish one of the lenses was kind of exposed, but that's just a Raimi fanboy in me, you know. But it looks so cool, man. It really, really does. Then we've got the black and white, like inverted suit style for anti-Venom here. Like, I think this one is very, very cool. And it could like literally almost pass off as a symbiote style. But it's so funny how the lenses still stay, well, the outline of the lenses still stay black. So it kind of looks a bit funny. Then we've got another cartoon version, Bereza, and here you can even see like anger lines as well on his face, which I think is just one of the coolest little things. I wish we had more cel-shaded things like this as an option, because, you know, we've had like really cool suits added that actually use cel shading in the first game and even in Miles Morales. So to see more of stuff like this that's just pure fun would really, really be awesome in the third game, that's for sure. And then, of course, we've got the original anti-Venom, which, again, the details are just immaculate. The only thing is, obviously, the texture doesn't move, but that's just how it is. I'm just excited to see how symbiote mods are in Marvel Spider-Man 2 PC when that comes out, because that is amazing. And then you've got, like, a Red Eyes version, which is more of a nod to how anti-Venom looks in the comics, because, you know, anti-Venom has the red eyes, so very, very cool. And then, yeah, this is another port of the anti-Venom suit, funnily enough. And then we've got another inverted version as well. So like I said, I just included everything because I thought these were quite cool. Then you've got the pure red suit style as well. So these are like the original ones from the game versus Reza's ones, which were also that, but also had a few fun little versions that Reza made. Again, red eyes as well here. It's like everyone has the same idea, and that's not a bad thing at all. I think it's very cool how it shows us as a community how we all kind of think the same thing. We're almost like a hive mind when it comes to Spider-Man, you know? Then you've got the silver and blue version as well, which I think is quite nice. Especially, like, right here in this game, the colors are kind of popping a bit more, which I think looks fantastic, actually. Then we've got the Aurantia Suit, which it looks insane. Like, the port details are out of this world, man. Like, look at all of the detail there. Arguably, I don't know, like, I mean, obviously to me it probably looks better because when I play Marvel Spider-Man 2, I don't play it at 4K. So here, the way I play Marvel Spider-Man Remastered is 1440p. So it's like, it's higher resolution, so that's probably why it looks better. But it's probably on the same quality as, like, the Marvel Spider-Man 2 suit. Like, the details are just insane here. Like, they look fantastic. Then you got the Marvel Spider-Man 2 25th Century suit. So it's another one of those DLC ones or pre-order bonuses suits or whatever. I didn't really use this one too much, but I thought I'd still include it for maybe like the 10 people that probably like this suit in general. Yeah. Not too much to say about this one, I don't know. The port is fantastic though, like having all these different things to port must have taken a lot of work, so I don't think I'm knocking it on that. I'm not. It looks great, but just as the suit itself, yeah, you know, like it looks cool, but at the same time, I don't know. Not feeling it too much. Then we got Arachknight with, I think, working cape physics as well, which is all thanks to Miles Morales game. Like that allowed us to have working cape physics because of a unused suit. I really like this suit a lot. Like the white and red, contrast with a bit of grey is always fantastic. Like it really looks good. I mean, Moon Knight, like Spider-Man, is crazy. It's such a crazy concept, and then the details as well with the hood wrinkling and everything. Fantastic port, like it couldn't get better. And then, you know, we've got the variant as well, the first variant, so you know it's kind of like red and black with some, I guess, yeah, like a bit of green there as well. Looks very cool. I like it a lot as well. And then obviously, you know, you go to the back here, looks really cool, man. It really does. It looks great. And then, you know, we've got the Civil War suit. So for some weird reason, when I've installed these, I did them in the right order, but then the game kind of mixes them up a bit, but that doesn't matter. So this is the Civil War suit, suit style as well. And I think you guys have all like seen this suit and maybe used it because of the, like the actual gliding bit in the back. It changes up and it's really cool. And I wish a lot more suits did have more little details like that. Then you've got the Army Green version, which doesn't show up on the screen for some weird reason. I don't know what it is. Maybe he's very well camouflaged. I don't know where he went. And then you have the actual Civil War suit here, which I don't know if it's just me, guys. I don't know. But it seems more red and blue, and I really like that. Like, the colors are very strong here, and it looks fantastic, right? It looks really nice. And then we're gonna go to the back here as well and have a look here. And yeah, there's the Falcon wings there. It's just very nice looking, right, for sure. And then we've got the Neon Blitz, which I think this, I don't think this is a style in the game. I forget, I haven't used this in a while. I think this is a, maybe it's original. I think people can let me know in the comments there. It looks really nice too, this one. Then we've got the Lifestory suit, which, you know, this one Spider-Man is like old and he goes into space with Miles, and Miles has actually been possessed by Doc Ock, like suit swap, like not suit swap but body swapped, or mind swapped. It's crazy. I like the details again on these suits a lot. I think this is a very cool port and everything like that, and also a pretty cool suit. I haven't used it too much, but I can appreciate all the details and how nice it looks, right? Like Spider-Man in space, man. I mean, look at that, the boots and everything. It just looks very cool, right? Then we've got the new blue suit, which this is if Spider-Man joined the Fantastic Four, which is very cool. So probably become Fantastic Five, and this might even be a nod to like this. Like I think this was a suit in the comics or something, maybe. But we've seen the Baxter building here in well, in the next game, not Marvel Spider-Man Remastered. In the next game, right? Like they've been building their Baxter building. But the port looks fantastic, details are great, like, you know, what more can I say, right? Then we've got the black and white version of the port, you know, looks cool as well, right? Then we've got the black and blue version as well, which is kind of like a more inverted version, right? Which, again, looks very nice, I think. Again, I haven't used this one too much either. And then I think this is one of my favorites because it retains the classic Spidey, like, colors, while still being part of the Fantastic Four or Fantastic Five. I think this one and the original just look really nice. Then we have the official port here, well, mod port of the Marvel Spider-Man 2 new red and blue suit, or rather No Way Home Final Swing suit as everyone calls it. It's even got the golden logo there and the reflections. The suit materials are actually really accurate here. Like, everything looks really good, really accurate, really crazy. Very high detail. Like, you will not miss out on any detail when you use these, especially in cutscenes. I can't even imagine how good these look as well. So if you guys want to see like some videos of some cutscenes or something, let me know. This would just be way too much cutscenes to try and include in this one video. Like 44 cutscenes alongside the suits is crazy. Then we have the Amazing Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit port, and I think this is, I don't know if this is post-update or pre-update. I'm not 100% sure, but I still think this looks very, very good. Like the lenses as well, the details and the reflections. I think this is post-update, because look at this bit right here with the light reflects. It just looks so nice, man. It really does. I think Insomniac really did such a fantastic work with this suit, and especially like the porter here as well for porting this is crazy. And then of course, you know, you go to the back of the suit here and you see that fantastic emblem there. Looks very, very nice. And then we go to the selfie mode, and like, it's so cool. It's such an Andrew Garfield thing, man. To kind of take a selfie like that. But then we've got the coolest thing, I think, is the web suit, but it's like the updated version of it, right? So you could, it's probably a bit more difficult to tell, because I don't know how easy it is to translate all these changes, but you can see it here, man. You can absolutely see it here in terms of the quality. You can see the lenses, the actual webbing and everything. It's definitely all higher quality versus the original. But like I said, I don't know how much this translates here, because there's a lot of other stuff. I'm pretty sure they use like materials and things to make it look even nicer. But as a port, it's still really well done. And then of course the absolute like Raimi Marvel Spider-Man 2 version goes crazy. Like the port here as well just looks insane, and I think it's one of my favorite ports as well, because the detail here is actually immaculate. Like to have everything interact the way it does with the lighting and to look this good, it's just out of this world, man. It is out of this world. So the fact that we see this as good as this is just insane to me. Like, look at that. It is just fantastic, man. And that's it. Now we're back to the original Raimi, and then you know, you can see the differences when I go back and forth here. This webbing was way too thick and the colors weren't as good, but then the materials here just, yeah, it looks way better like this. So we're out of suits now, so let me know your favorite suit that you saw ported here. Everything's in the description. Check out the video on the channel. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Peace.